going to be showing you how to make homemade flour tortillas. So I have pre-measured 2 cups of flour, and then I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and then I'm going to add the lard. And I'm just going to combine it until there's all the big chunks are like evenly combined with the flour. So I'm just going to mix it in really well. You want to make sure and get all the large chunks like evenly incorporated into the flour. And then we will be adding warm water little by little, and then like kneading the dough, just like mixing it until fully combined. And just add water as you go. As you can tell, our dough is starting to come together. Still needs a little bit more water. Then you just want to knead your dough. As you can tell, it's starting to form into like a little ball. And then here's our dough for our flour tortillas.
With the dough, you want to form them into small balls, just depending on how big you want your final tortillas. And this can be done by hand. It can be done with a roller. It can be done with a tortilla press. Lots of ways of doing it. But if you're using a roller, you want to roll from the center of the ball outwards and make sure it doesn't stick or it's really hard to get it round. But just roll from the center outwards. And you want to get it pretty thin. The thicker they are, the hardier the tortilla will be. The thinner you make it, as long as you don't overcook it, the easier it'll be to roll and manipulate to eat your food. So, you know, if you're making burritos, you want to make balls about twice this size, so they'll roll out into a large sheet. We only have a pretty small pan, so I'm keeping them small. These would be good for like tacos or sticking the fajita meat in. But if you use these for a rolled dish, you'd only get a pretty small, like an enchilada roll. Once you get them rolled out, you want a hot pan with very little oil. If you want to do a lot, flat tops work really well. We're just doing them one at a time. Cast iron skillets work really well for tortillas. The one thing is you don't want a whole lot of oil in it. I didn't demonstrate it, but I literally just took a paper towel with a little bit of oil and rubbed it on the inside just to keep it from sticking. But you want your pan fairly dry. And you want to just cook them until you have about this level of brownness. And once you get them cooked, you definitely want to wrap them up. Don't let them dry out. And you want a medium heat. This was a little too low, I just turned it up. If you do too high a heat, they'll brown and burn on the outside and not really get done in the middle. So about halfway on a stove like this. And finished tortillas.